So, we still have time from this point onwards to go where we need to go. Oh, don't warp, you need to pick the sword up. The sword is really good, that sword's amazing. It's the one I've got on this character. And what we're going to do is we're going to teleport to... we might as well go to Lexurion, because we've missed our opportunity to do the... what we were going to do is we were going to beat this, then we were going to do Yuznan. But it's not the end of the world, so we should be okay. Probably the lengthiest part of the game is going to be going in the desert and doing all the codes and stuff, and I'm going to save that till the last section, because I've got a pretty good path through it. So hopefully I'll... Right. Door is still locked, you'll see, till 12. So what I'm going to do is we're going to wait at the inn again. You've already seen this technique.
You should be able to find the code used by the children of Etro somewhere in Lexurion. The heretics are scattered throughout the city.
And then we're going to go and hit that number. And then when we've got all the numbers, we can hit the phone. We can meet up with Noel. And we might even be able to fight him and beat this in this day. Hopefully we can. That'll be two main quests in one day, and that'll be super awesome. But I think once... Oh, look at the frame rate. Once we do it, I think it locks us out. Yeah, so I'm going wrong way, by the way. Like I said, this is not a strict speed run, because I'm not a speed runner. Oh, and I just held my sprint like an idiot. Which, if you were doing a super speed run, you would not want to do. I wish they'd have done more Foley work for the footsteps on some of the areas, because they really... That area we just passed through sounds horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. Again, I'm not paying attention to my stamina. Oh, you bastard. That's nonsense. Not even touching me, son. But you just asked for Hell's Wrath. See you later. Oh, he takes it. That's not cool. He took... Yeah, well. I suppose he's probably got very high defense, which explains why he was able to do such a good job of not being brutally raped. Get off the ladder! Wow! Stupid stickiness. Not a fan. That's the door we're going to need later on. The number... is just around here. And you'll notice Lumina's waiting for you, because she's going to give you a massive exposition dump that generally correlates to "I'm an annoying little girl, listen to this shitty plot." No thank you. She doesn't say a single thing of value, and in the end she turns out to be absolutely pointless, worthless, and devoid of any character.
That's all 4 numbers. Now it's time to crash the children's party.
Right. So...
Good. Now hurry. If they complete the ritual, another girl will be...
We need to get back to the phone. The phone is back the way we came.
Noel, Christ. Do you remember him, Light? He's the one who took your sister Sarah on a quest through time.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use chronostasis, or time stasis, if you want to be layman, and we're going to see whether or not we can finish the Noel quest in this night. It'd be really nice if we could, because it'll alleviate coming back. But then from that point onwards, getting the fireworks at Yuznan is very simple to do. I've already got the outfit, so I'm hopefully going to do a sequence break, which would be nice. Which is essentially exactly what it sounds like.
I hope it's not the case, but if the prophecy is true...
Oh, frame rate. Just can't handle it, can it? Just wait till you get some Sargans on the screen. They might as well just turn it off at that point. You know, give you a black screen and say you're lost, because Jesus, it's so bad.
Besides, I've never run from anything, and I'm not about to start now. After all, I sent Noel off on that fool's quest in the first place.
Do what you have to.
But do you see what I mean?
But Light...
Like they've done this thing where Lightning acknowledges that Hope was grown up in the last game, but now he's suddenly a child, and she doesn't see anything wrong with that, you know. Because I assume the story writers thought they were onto a really, really awesome twist, which turns out everybody saw it coming because it's a shit twist. But then again, Lightning's just spending all her time and effort being so goddamn miserable, but I guess it doesn't really matter. She's trying to be too cool. So that code there changes per playthrough. I've seen it be 2 different ones so far. And
We're in at last.
Right.
you want to be really careful when you first come here, because this is the first difficulty spike I encountered. When I got to the graveyard, everything in it could kill me in seconds, especially that thing. It did an aero spell, and it spams it 'cause it's a little bitch, that just destroyed me. And it was all because I didn't realise the importance of guarding, and guarding against magic or guarding against physical, and equipping yourself accordingly. Something I haven't really talked about, which I need to, is the things that I'm wearing that make things work. So my guarding class, the one that you're looking at, not only does it have a really good shield and a really good weapon, which aren't really important, it's what you do with the schemata that's most important. So I have Heavy Guard, which is my favourite guard on the game, I recommend it massively. But I also have something called a Ghost's Hood, a Ghostly Hood, which reduces your attacking stats to nothing but makes you incredibly difficult to damage, and that's why it works. It makes you so good at blocking, you can have a designated block character to take any attack you don't want to risk. The problem is, you have to choose magic or physical, you can't have both. So you need to know what the next fight's going to be. If it's going to be physical, if it's going to be magical, and you need to change that item accordingly. If you do it correctly, you should be fine. If you don't, you'll get absolutely destroyed. And then you just need your stagger builder and your damage dealer. That's pretty much how I play. My damage dealer is the Artemis's Arrow, which comes from, I think it's a garb that you get in Jagged Village. So if you're on new game and you want to have this awesome ability, I recommend going to the Wildlands first and getting it. And my damage dealer is essentially somebody who has the beatdown ability, because it doesn't do a lot of damage, but it does a massive amount of stagger damage, and that's what I use it for. I buffer them with magic, and then I hit them with that, and then when I swap to my damage dealer and hit them with the Artemis's Arrow, it generally pushes them over the edge, and then we can start doing things like 300,000 damage, 600,000 damage on a single hit. And anybody curious why they can't hit as much damage as me, is on New Game Plus you're able to break the damage limit, but it turns the scoring off. And you might have noticed that it said I couldn't score against Chaos Ballad because it's on. All that does is it allows you to hit for over 100,000 damage, which, considering every boss on this game has millions of life for no real reason, I don't understand why it does that. It seems weird. It seems almost like they expect people to go for score on this game with the stars, when I don't think I know a single person who played the previous games who gave a single fuck about stars, or, you know, getting high ranks and times. I suppose somebody's interested in that stuff. So the next person coming up is Noel. I can't quite remember what element he is. I think he might be ice that hurts him. So what we'll do is we'll make sure we've got every element covered on our Vengeance one. We've got Aurora, Blizzara and Thundara. So hopefully, my Thundara is really weak as well, I haven't leveled it up well enough. Hopefully this guy isn't a fire dude, but it doesn't matter if he is. Because Artemis Arrow cannot be stopped, will not be stopped. And we'll... Oh, fucking frame rate. It just doesn't make sense, does it, Lightning? How were the frame rate in the other games so much better than this one? But you didn't move this fast in the other games, and I think that's what it is. I think the game is struggling to keep up with how quick I'm traversing the level. So you need an item to get into the gate, and the item is over where you spoke to Sarah 2.0. Or it normally is. Maybe I've got to talk to that guy first, and then it appears. Which is a bit sucky if it's true. But never mind. Maybe that was it. So he wants the Crest of Etro.
To get through the gate, you'll need something.
Is that it?
called the Crest of
No.
Etro.
So now we go back. What is she doing?
Easiest way would be to take one off of a heretic. Rounded up by the order.
There it is.
By now, yeah.
Crest of Etro, just next to the Oracle Sphere thing.
Hope, are you seeing this? Not sure what
Now
it
we can
is
hit
that's
that door,
separated
and
the
we've
Vetro's
got a little
crest.
obstacle course of
The
jumping
heretics must have
and
dropped it.
heretics. Luckily enough, you can just kind of get past them.
Picking up a signal.
Show me the crest of Etro.
I have the Crest of Etro. Now shut up. There's the
Like an idea.
fantastically smooth door going up. Here is Noel, but you're not going to see him. The only time you'll see him is when we're slapping his ass with my giant katana. If you're wondering how strong the weapon is I've got, it is the 3rd strongest damage dealing sword, I believe, to my knowledge. 2nd to the Heaven's Cloud, 3rd to the Ultimate Weapon.
Too hasty.
But the Ultimate Weapon can only be gained and used in the final dungeon, because when you start a new game, for some reason it takes it off you. I don't know why, but it just does. The weapon I'm using, I have upgraded it quite a lot, but to get the final synthesis material, it takes a ton of like synthesis juice, and I don't have that much apparently.
Understand is why he's hell bent on making the prophecy come true. What does he gain from it?
Maybe he saw something else. A future that looks better as
Be
long
careful,
as
yeah.
maybe
Oh,
he's
we're
just
okay.
afraid to mess around with destiny.
And this is the fight.
That could be it.
So you'll notice my EP is kind of low, but it doesn't matter because I'm not going to be using overclock on Noel. God, it loads. Come on, game. You can do it. And it should be fight time. So, first thing I'm going to do is Libra him, so I can show you some stats and tell you what to
You
do.
think you have to kill me?
Right. He's vulnerable to lightning. He's got 1,120,000 life. That is a lot of life. So, we're going to slow, imperil and protect on him. See if we can get any of that. We've got a couple. And then we're going to hit him with lightning. And then we're going to see how much our damage dealer does. Oh, he dodged it. Very nice. You want to try and always block whenever he gets close. Can we hit him? Yes, we can. Can we hit him again? Yes, we can. Hit him with some more lightning. And he staggered him. And then hit him with this, and this could kill him if it does enough. Oh no, I overestimated how powerful that was going to be. Oh, there you go. 500,000. So there goes Noel. A challenging boss when you first fight him because you don't understand the mechanics and you're probably not really understanding that guarding and having a designated person to reduce to all damage is super important. So hopefully this guy's gonna, enlighten you a little bit on the importance of that stuff.